Please, we invoke the name of our teacher 3 times. Namo Sakya Muni Buddha. Namo Sakya Muni Buddha. Namo Sakya Muni Buddha. The topic I want to talk to you today is the karma. Karma is Sanskrit, or in Pali is a karma. It has many different definitions. It could be like action, it could be different things. But the one I talk to you today is a cause and effect. And we Buddhist people, we believe in cause and effect. You make a good cause, have a good effect. Okay? It's unavoidable. Okay? But some people, they don't believe it. Some people, they see this way instead. Some bad people, they're bad. They're not good people at all. They're very lucky. They have everything. They have money. They have power. They said, why? And some good people, they have a not very lucky life, a miserable life. They said, why? It's very unfair, you know. That if you say that the karma is so unfair, it's not true. If you understand the karma is different, okay? Cause and effect, have a cause. It can be, they have no effect. It have something between that the condition to facilitate it and make the effect, okay? So some people in the past life, they make some bad cause. So this life, they don't have a good effect. They don't have a good life. They're unlucky. But doesn't mean they're unlucky all their life. Okay? If they understand the karma, they can change it. Because karma not like a fate, not like a destiny. It's like unchangeable. This Buddha say it's a changeable. You can modify that. How you modify it? By your good action, by good behavior. You can change, you can modify it. For example, okay, like I said, very simple thing about the karma. Some student, okay, make bad grade and said, oh, not good, I'm not smart, I don't understand my teacher. No, if you understand that, he can try a little bit harder. He can have some tutoring. He can study a little bit more, improve his grade. He can be much better student. So he can change it. Some people said, you know, I'm lucky, I'm not lucky, I'm poor. You know, you're not born to be poor. Nobody born to be rich, to be poor. It's up to you. You want to do it, you can do it. You know, I'm not smart. Everybody is smart. You are inherently good, you're inherently smart. If you want to use it, use your brain. And you can study, you can improve yourself and get better. So, karma is not fixed, okay? So you have to see it. I tell you some story about the karma. One young novice, okay? He stayed in the temple with his teacher. The teacher, he had a little bit special faculty. He can read the future. So read the future of this boy. He said, this boy, he died young. So he very sad. He said, I don't want him to die at temple. And I want him to go back home to see his parents. He died at home. Okay? So he tell his student, he said, why you go home to see your parents for a few days and then come back again? So the boy, he's very good novice. He listened to his teacher. He go back home. He go back home a few days and then he come back. So the teacher is very surprised. Said, how come this boy didn't die? And he asked him, I said, tell me, what did you do when you go home? He said, nothing. I go home, I play with my parents, my sibling, and now the time come up, I go back to you. I become a novice again. He said, just think about that. What did you do? I said, I do nothing. He said, one day, I go through a spring. I see a bunch of ants. They almost get drowned in the spring, in the water. I pick some branches I put in the spring. So they climb on the shore. They climb on that, I saved them. I said, you save a lot of life. You save 1,000 of life. No wonder you change your karma. You didn't die young. They said that, that it can change it. So some people, they don't believe it. They said, no, I don't believe it. That's superstition. It's not superstition. It's real, okay? If you understand Buddhism, you see it is real. Everything you do, you have an effect, okay? But between the cause and effect, you have something between the condition. It can facilitate or can stop it. Well, for example, we have a bad cause. It can be bad effect, but you have a condition. You do something, you stop that bad cause to become a bad effect. Or something you do a good cause, it cannot become a good effect. You have something to facilitate it to become a good effect. So you have something, you can modify that. That's the karma, okay? If you believe that you do, like for example, defensive driving. You said defensive driving, you drive correctly, carefully, you never have an accident. But if you're not careful, you speed up, you run the red light, and you can have accident. Or you have the policeman stop you, give you the ticket. You said, no, he's a picky, he get a pick on me. He said, no, you don't obey the traffic law. And so he stop you, he give you a ticket. Or even he can give you something, some warning or something worse than that. You can go to court and you can have more penalty, more things to pay. Okay? It's a cause and effect. So you can see in life. So if, as a Buddhist person, we believe in the karma. We believe in cause and effect. So we careful what we do. Okay? Everything you do. Like for example, we study the Dharma. It's a good cause. What makes the karma do to you? It makes you happy. It makes you understand better. And when you have the merit, you're not selfish person. You transfer the merit to your loved one, to your friend, to the people you don't know, the neighbor. You transfer the merit to them. Or some people, they even not nice to you. In the past, they try to hurt you directly or indirectly. They try to step on your back. You love them anyway. You give them unconditional love. And you generate a lot of good cause. And you will get the good effect. Sometimes you don't see right away. But even there, you see the eight consciousness, it's like a big field. You throw the seed in there, and the seed will mature. And one day you reap the fruit, you reap the harvest from that field. You see it, and you teach your children. You teach children by the example. We have two ways to teach. The verbal teaching. Sometimes empty talk, but the body teaching is much better. We give example. You see, in life, Buddha gave a lot of body teaching. He didn't say empty talk. He didn't tell us, you have to do this, do that, because I'm the Buddha. I'm the Buddha. I know better than you, and I tell you what to do, we have to do. He didn't say that. He just did. And he showed us a good example. About the loving kindness, he practiced loving kindness, and he showed to us. And about loving compassion, he give to us. You see, he do some very little thing, but it make a lot of meaning to us. One day, he go to see one of his student. He gets sick in bed. He have a lot of diarrhea. He stay in bed. He can't get up. Buddha asked him, why the other friend didn't clean you, didn't help you? Said, no, I'm sick, I'm too dirty. Nobody want to help me. So he did. He tell Ananda, I said, go to get the water. And him, Ananda, clean that student, take care of him. He does that. Okay? One old lady, she wants to thread the needle. He bent down, he take the needle and the thread, he thread for her. He didn't say, I'm the Buddha, I'm the honorable one. I don't do these kind of trivial things. Then he did it. He did it. No problem whatsoever. Okay? And you see, that's a very good example. And if we, Buddhist person, we believe in cause and effect, we do something good to people. And what the Buddha says, the practice of Buddhism, somebody may think, oh, you study the Dharma, you to bow to the Buddha, bow to the jewel, you have to give the money to the temple, do that everything. That's the practice Buddhism. Buddha says, no. The practice Buddhism to serve all the people. If you serve all the people, you practice Buddhism. Okay? It's good to study. It's good to practice because it makes us understand better. And we practice together. We share with our friends. We study together. We're not too smart to do together by yourself. You're smart together. We study together. We respect our friends. So we study with them. We practice with them. We help each other. Sometimes we have a shop. Something, we don't understand. Our friend will motivate us, will help us to understand better. So we study, we practice together. And we do the service together. That's the practice of Buddhism. That's the karma. Okay? Like in your family, the same thing. You have a good family life. You have to treat your spouse the good way. You show your good spouse, okay? You care for your wife or your husband. You care for the children. And the family live in harmony. Everybody be happy. But if you go back home, you have a long day at the office, you go back home, you're moody. The kids, they get so scared. They look daddy, they don't good mood. They dare not come to you. The wife, she gets scared. They said he's moody. Something is in his office. Maybe he fight with his co-worker. Maybe he fight with his boss. She come back home very moody. Nobody dare to get close to you. So cause and effect. Go home, then bring the problem home. Go home with love. And treat everybody with love and respect. I said, oh, I don't have to respect my children. You do. Because your children like you, they have a Buddha nature. They have awakened nature. It's equal to you. Okay? You didn't say that because they're young. They don't have a value. They do have value. Same value as us adults or the old people. And then one friend they said, the number of years do not measure the value of the person. The value of the person is the person itself, the action, the behavior. Doesn't mean the old man is more respectable than the young man. No. The young man is as respectable, as valuable as the old man. So we know that we practice the karma. We live in peace, and peace in the mind, peace in the world. Okay? And it's everywhere in harmony. That's the way we should live it. We should treat each other with love and respect and dignity. Okay? Don't look down on people. Don't look think we have more money, we have a better position, we have a better diploma, we have a big diploma, we have a certificate, PhD degree, we hire the guy who just graduated from high school. No. We have the same. Okay? The guy he graduated from high school or the guy he had PhD, they are exactly the same. Treat them with love, dignity. Okay? That's the karma. Okay? So that's why I talk to you today. Hopefully, I will so change you. Some people, they see that the karma they didn't see right away, so they didn't believe it. But if you think about that, it makes sense to you. Everything, the cause and effect, everything. Every little thing, nothing in life is independent. You have some connection, interconnection, interrelated. So have cause and effect there. Okay, it's a very scientific. Okay, you study chemistry. You have anion, cation, they put together, and you have a combination. It makes something. Okay, but the anion and cation have something between. Some enzyme, something factor, it makes the anion cation working together better. Okay, you put anion cation, sometimes it doesn't work. So it's extremely scientific. Okay, cause and effect. Think about the karma. Think about that, and you never err. Okay, treat yourself with respect. You respect yourself. If you want to respect yourself, you have to respect the other people. You don't expect the people to respect you if they respect them. You earn the respect. You cannot ask people to respect you. You earn the respect. How you earn the respect? By respect the other people. Respect them. Treat them with dignity. And you treat people with dignity, respect, they return it. Cause and effect, okay? Even in their family, even in their children, even in the children, young children, you treat them with love and respect. You say, how come I have to respect my children? You do. You do to respect them. Because you respect them, you love them, they respect you, and they love you. It's my talk today about the karma. Maybe it's very simplistic, but make you think. You go home, maybe you read a little bit more, you go to the online, you can look more about karma, our karma, and think about that, and practice it. And believe in cause and effect, and you never have a bad thing. In my life, I have a lot of good things. I talked to Master Quang the other day, okay? A few weeks ago, okay? He told me a bad news. I come back to bad news. I said, what's the bad news? He said, oh, I lost my job because the company didn't have my position before. I tell him, don't worry, you're a good monk. Something good had happened to you, okay? Sure enough, a few days later he tell me, oh, I get a new position. I get a big raise. I get promotion. I said, you see it? You're a good monk, okay? I didn't say inner superstition. Because you're a good monk, okay? The Deva Bodhisattva protect you, okay? Because if you're a bad monk, probably you lose your job for good. You never have a job again. But because you're a good monk, you have a good job. And the same thing, he have a raise. And I asked him, you still can work online? You still have to go to the office? He said, no, like before. I can stay at home, work at home, and get paid. Maybe once a while I have to go to my office. Nothing changed. I said, you see it. Just trying to become a good monk. Stay as a good monk. I said, if you're a good monk, you will have a good effect. So I see that right away we see it. On my life, I was very lucky. Okay? I tell you, I'm very lucky. But probably I try to do something good. I tell you something when I come to America. Okay? Everybody come to America as refugee. I come to America not as refugee. Something happened. I wasn't in Vietnam like them. But I had good friends before. I worked with American friends. They are doctors. One guy, he worked in Alabama. It's not him, he did to me. His partner, Dr. Bogus, his partner, he have a Congressman Tom Bayville. He worked through the Department of State. He pulled me out from Vietnam as an immigrant. 3 days later, I have a green card. So Vietnamese people, they surprised. Said, maybe you're a CIA guy? I said, I don't know how to spell CIA. I'm spelling you. I don't know how to spell CIA. Okay? I said, how come you get it? Nguyễn Cao Kỳ and Thiệu still in the camp waiting. Cao Văn Viên, the 5-star general, still waiting there. They come in the Camp Pelleton. They take the limousine. They bring you out. You go out and fly to Alabama. You get your green card. I said, that's a friend. I didn't know them. When Dr. Bogus, he called me in Camp Pelleton. I'm Dr. Bogus. I said, I'm sorry, sir. I don't know who are you. Dr. Burgos, I don't know your name. I don't know you. I said, I'm the partner of your good friend, Neil Christopher. And I know Congressman Tom Beville from Alabama, and I asked him to help, and he helped, he pulled you out. And I asked Neil Christopher, my friend, I said, I didn't know Burgos. He said, oh, he's my partner. He's a very good guy. He wants to help you. He pulled you out. So I said, that's the cause and effect. Okay? Because when I was in Vietnam, I treat the American doctors very nice. I treat them like my friend, my family. I bring them home. I treat them. They miss their family. They have to have, they get drafted. They send them to Vietnam for 1 year. And they're very lonely. I treat them very nice. I treat them like a friend. So 18 of them, they all my friends. They said, when you come to America, we take care of you. And they did it. That cause and effect. So and another thing, another friend, when I come to Texas, I said to you, one man, his name is Buddhist. He's a one-star general in Vietnam. He's a doctor too. He liked me because I speak English that time. Every time they have American doctors or somebody come to visit the school, I was in school of medicine in Vietnam. He asked me, you do the briefing, okay? You talk to the American doctors, American general, admiral, so for me. So I said, okay, I take care of that. The Vietnamese officers, they get very frustrated. They said, why in the world they choose you as a speaker? I said, I don't know. It's an order from the headquarters. They designate me as a speaker. I never asked for that. They designate me. I said, okay, I talk. So when I come back to the U.S., Burstin, he become the 3-star general. He command the Letterman Hospital, a big guy. And then he retired. He become health commissioner of Texas. He write me a letter. He said, Texas need doctors. You come here, I help you. I come to Texas. I didn't have a license to practice yet. He gave me temporary license to practice medicine. And we get surprised. Said, wow, in the world, you have a paper to practice medicine. Even you didn't pass the test yet. You didn't take it. I said, I don't know. They give to me. So they bring me to Matador, West Texas. I practice medicine there. And about 3 months later, I passed the test. I get the ECMG, and then I take the flex. I get a license to practice. And from that time, Burstin just helped me. He said, oh, I'm your friend. I said, oh, I'm friend, the 3-star general. That's the honorable. And health commissioner of Texas. It's everything in life is that good. So if you believe in karma, that's the karma, okay? That's what I experienced in my life. And Master Quang Chi, he explained in his life. I said, just stay as a good person, stay as a good monk, and you will get the effect. But if you're a bad person, you don't have it, okay? So try not to be a bad person. Be a good person. Sooner or later, something good happen to you. You don't worry about it. It happened. Okay? Don't worry about money. Don't worry about position. Just be a good person. Okay? Like Dalai Lama. Some people ask him, what is Buddhism? He say, that's the religion of kindness. That's all he said. It's a religion of kindness. He didn't say that, oh, we're a better religion. We're number one religion. He didn't say. He said, that's the religion of kindness, that's all. Loving kindness, loving compassion. It's true that we practice it. We don't brag that we are the best religion in the world. All the religions, they are good, okay? I respect Catholicism. I respect Christianity because they are good. We cannot put down. I respect Islam because something is good. If they are not good, why 2 billion people follow them? If the Christianity, they're not good, why they have about 3 billion people in the world follow them? They have to be good. They have to, something is good. So we respect them, okay? We respect them. They respect us. But we look down on them. They look down on us. That's cause and effect, okay? Always treat people with respect. That's my talk today. If anybody have any question to ask me, I try to answer your question. If you have no question, we transfer the merit and we go chanting. Namo Sakya Muni Buddha. Namo Sakya Muni Buddha. Namo Sakya Muni Buddha. Any positive karmic action accomplished today, we try to transfer to everybody in wisdom and enlightenment.
And mind in perfect oneness, I send my heart along with the sound of the may the hearers awaken from forgetfulness and transcend all anxiety and sorrow. Listen, listen, this wonderful brings me back to my true home. Gratitude we offer this incense to all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas throughout space and time. May it be fragrant as earth herself. Reflect our careful efforts, our wholehearted mindfulness, and the fruit of understanding slowly ripening. May we and all beings be companions of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. May we awaken and realize our true home. Incense in the censer now is burning, all the Dharma realm in every place, auspicious clouds appearing, our sincere intention thus fulfilling, as all Buddhas now show their perfect body. Homage to the incense cloud canopying Bodhisattva and great Bodhisattvas. To the eternally abiding Buddhas, the supreme Dharma and sagely Sangha throughout the Dharma realm and and 3 periods of time. The fundamental teacher Shakyamuni Buddha, Maitreya, honored future Buddha, Manjushri, great wisdom Bodhisattva, universal great conduct Bodhisattva, all Dharma guarding Deva Bodhisattva, and the glorious mountain assembly of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. To Amitabha Buddha in the land of ultimate Avalokiteshvara, great compassion Bodhisattva, great strength Bodhisattva, earth sword, great vow Bodhisattva, and the assembly of great pure sea-like Bodhisattva. Great compassionate Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, O great compassionate Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, Namo great compassionate Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Natrayaya Namo Aryavadokite Bodhisattvaya Mahasattvaya Mahakarunikaya Om Sarvaravaye Sodanadasya Namoskritvahi Mamarya Vadokiteshvara Ramdava Namo Narakindi Hrimahavaswami Sarvaharhato Shubham Ajiyam Sarvasattva Namo Vastava Namo Vagamavitato Taryata Om Avaloke Lokate Karate Hiri Mahabodhisattva Sarva Sarva Mala Mala Mahi Mahi Hridayam Koro Koro Karmam Doro Doro Vijate Mahavijate Dara Dara Shvaraya Chala Chala Mama Vimala Muktalehi Shina Shina Asham Prashari Vishwa Vishwa Prashaya Holo Holo Mara Holo Holo Hri Sara Sara Siri Siri Soro Soro Bodhiya Bodhiya Bodhaya Bodhaya Maitreya Narakindi Rishanina Mayamana Swaha Siddhaya Swaha Mahasiddhaya Swaha Siddhayo Ishvaraya Swaha Narakindi Swaha Maranara Swaha Sira Simha Mukhaya Swaha Sarva Mahasiddhaya Swaha Chakra Siddhaya Swaha Padma Kasaya Swaha Narakindi Vagalaya Swaha Mavari Sankaraya Swaha Namo Ratnatrayaya Namo Arya Parokite Swaha Om Siddhyanto Mantra Padaya Swaha is bringing morning light in concentration. My heart is at peace. A smile is born on my a new day, and I vow to go through it in mindfulness. The sun of wisdom has risen, shining in every direction. Noble Sangha Namo Shakyamunaye Bodhaya Namo Shakyamunaye Bodhaya Namo Shakyamunaye Bodhaya. Surpass profound and wonderful Dharma is difficult to encounter in hundreds of millions of eons. I now see and hear it, receive and uphold, and I vow to fathom the Tathagata's true meaning. Namo Shakyamuni Buddha Namo Shakyamuni Buddha Namo Shakyamuni Buddha. Bows and the one who is bowed to are both by nature empty. Therefore the communication between them is inexpressibly pure. Our practice center is the net of Indra, reflecting all Buddhas every as my own person reflects in all Buddhas, to whom with my whole life I go for refuge. Light in the 10 directions, the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, to whom we vow in gratitude. And living the way of awareness in the very midst of suffering and confusion. Shakyamuni Buddha, awaken one to whom in gratitude Through ignorance awakening our hearts and our minds, Manjushri the Bodhisattva upgrade, to whom we bow in gratitude. Mindfully working joyfully for the sake of all beings, Samanta Bhadra the Bodhisattva of great action, to whom we bow in gratitude. To suffering, serving beings in countless ways of Avalokiteshvara the Bodhisattva of great compassion, whom we bow in gratitude. Awakening and loving kindness in children, sprouts in all beings, the Buddha to be born, to whom we bow in gratitude. Way fearlessly and compassionately the stream of all our ancestral teachers, to whom we bow in gratitude, is deep and lovely. We now have a chance to see it and practice it. We vow to realize its true meaning. Sattva Avalokita, while moving in the discourse of Prajnaparamita, shed light on the five skandhas and found them equally empty. After this penetration, he overcame ill-being. Listen, Shariputra, emptiness is form. Form is not other than emptiness. Emptiness is not other than. The same is true with feelings, perception, mental formations, and consciousness. Listen, Shariputra, all dharmas are marked with emptiness. They are neither produced nor destroyed, neither defiled nor immaculate, neither increasing nor decreasing. Therefore in emptiness there is neither form nor feelings nor perception nor mental formations nor consciousness, no eye or ear or nose or tongue or body or mind, no form, no sound, no smell, no taste, no of mind, no realms of elements, no interdependent origins, and no extinction of them, no ill-being, no cause of ill-being, no end of ill-being, and no path, no understanding, no attainment, because there is no attainment. The Bodhisattva's ground in Prajnaparamita find no obstacle. Their minds having no obstacles, they overcome fear, liberating themselves forever from illusion and realizing perfect nirvana. All Buddhas in the past, present, and future arrive at Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi. Therefore one should know that perfect understanding is the highest mantra, the unequaled mantra, the destroyer of ill-being, the incorruptible mantra of Prajnaparamita should therefore be proclaimed. Gate gate para samgate bodhis. Gate 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 para gate para samgate bodhi swaha gate gate para samgate bodhi swaha. Phuoc your name Avalokiteshvara, we aspire to learn your way of listening, to help relieve the suffering in the world. You know how to listen in order to understand. We invoke your in order to practice listening with all our attention and open-heartedness. We will sit and listen without any prejudice. We will sit and listen without judging or reacting. We will sit and listen in order to understand. We will sit and listen so attentively that we will person is saying and also what is being left unsaid. We know that deeply we already alleviate a great deal of pain and suffering in the other person. Your name Manjushri, we aspire to learn your way, which is to be still and to look deep into the heart of things and into the hearts of people. We will look with all our attention and open-hearted. We will look with unprejudiced eyes. We will look without judging or reacting. We will look deeply so that we will be able to understand the roots of suffering through the impermanent and selfless nature of all that is. We will practice your way of using the sword of understanding to cut through the bonds of suffering, thus freeing ourselves and other species. Samanta Bhadra, we aspire to practice your vow to act with the eyes and heart of compassion, to bring joy to one person in the morning and to ease the pain of one person in the afternoon. We know that happiness of others is our own happiness, and we aspire to practice joy on the path of service. We know that every look, every action, and every smile can bring happiness to all. We know that if we practice wholeheartedly, we ourselves may become an inexhaustible source of peace and joy for our and for all species. Your name Shiti Garbha, we aspire to learn your way of being present where there is darkness, suffering, oppression, and despair, so we can bring light, hope, relief, and liberation to those places we are determined not to forget at. Those whose cries for help, justice, equality, equality and human rights are not being heard. We know that hell can be found in many places on. We will do our best not to contribute to creating more hells on earth and to help transform the hells that already exist. We will practice in order to realize the qualities of persevere and stability, so that like the earth we can always be supportive and faithful to those in need. Yujin the Buddha, the one who shows me the way in this. I take refuge in the Dharma, the way of understanding and of love. I take refuge in the Sangha, the community that lives in harmony and awareness. In the refuge of Buddha, I clearly see the path of light and beauty. In the world dwelling in refuge of Dharma, I learn to open many doors on the path of transformation. Dwelling the refuge of Sangha, shining light that supports me, keeping my practice free of obstruction. Refuge in the Buddha, in myself I aspire to help all people recognize their own awakened age, realizing the mind of love, taking refuge in the Dharma. In myself I aspire to help all people fully master the ways of practice and walk together on the path of liberation, taking refuge in the Sangha. In myself I aspire to help all people build fourfold communities to embrace all beings and support their transformation. Citing the sutras, practicing the way of awareness gives rise to benefits without limit. We vow to share the fruits with all beings